breaking. Call your family in, call your relatives in,
Okay.
tell them to listen to this point right here, because this is a very big deal. There is a study that just came out literally yesterday, and it suggests that those masks don't work. And now this was published in the Annals of Internal Medicine, and the study is called Effectiveness of Adding a Mask Recommendation to Other Public Health Measures to Prevent SARS-CoV-2 Infection. This was in Denmark. Now, this is the largest randomized controlled trial to date with over 6,000 participants. Basically, they were given 50 masks each, and these masks are the ones you see with the loops around the ears. There are 3 layers. They're by Abena. They did antibody testing on day 1, and then a month later they did a PCR test at 1 month, and they also were requested to do one if they had any symptoms that were similar to SARS-CoV-2. And basically, they were set up where half wore a mask and half did not wear a mask. And what happened was they found that about 1.8% of the mask group were infected by SARS-CoV-2 and 2.1% in the control group. So the study goes on to quote their actual discussion at the end, or conclusion, was they say, in this community-based randomized controlled trial conducted in a setting where mask wearing was uncommon and was not among other recommended public health measures related to COVID-19, a recommendation to wear a surgical mask when outside the home, among others, did not reduce at conventional levels of statistical significance incidences of SARS-CoV-2 infection compared with no mask recommendation. Now we're waiting for health authorities to update their guidance, because this is a pretty big deal and we've seen nothing yet.
So let me get this straight. They had 6,000 something people. They split them in half. Half got the mask, the other half did not. And of both groups, the total infection rate was like 2.1%. Of those not wearing a mask obviously got the infection, and 1.8% of those who wore masks, a difference of 0.3%. But I mean, really, the news flash is as we're saying, right? 99 whatever, 8% or whatever didn't even get an infection either way, right? Yes. We're still in this 99% have a great immune system and are able to handle this. So we're all trying to, this little incremental, like a difference, like right in here is what is this is destroying our economies. This is getting us kicked out of restaurants, getting kicked out of parks, getting kicked off of beaches. It's going to get us in trouble at Thanksgiving. Huge study, and they spent some time, I know, trying to get this published because no one really wanted to touch this data, right? This is the third rail for our entire world agenda right now.
Right, and keep in mind too, we keep hearing there's a quote growing body of evidence. There's a growing body of evidence. It's going to be interesting to see if this is included in that growing body of evidence. And in that growing body of evidence that is quoted to mask us up and to justify these lockdowns, none of these studies are really looking at the potential harms of face masks. So we're talking about impaired vision, breathing, impaired communication, psychological effects. I mean, all of these things, skin rashes. So keep in mind that,
by the way, there's a lot more, I mean, in many ways, a lot more science about that. Of course, we had 2 OSHA professionals come onto the show and discuss those issues, that we actually have an entire health department in America designed to come and fit you with a mask, test you to see if you have any health issues if you wear a mask. Yet all the data we keep seeing about the efficacy of what a mask does, it doesn't do anything. So we have no benefit, yet we're taking on all of this risk. I think this is going to be a huge study, and hopefully it does start shifting how we're certainly handling our children in schools and our ability to walk around in public.
Right. It really should be front page news in every media outlet.
If you like that clip, then be sure to check out our live broadcast of The High Wire every Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific Time. You can watch it on Facebook, iTunes, and Twitter. We'll see you there.